I lost a great feeder motor to a daygun coon who chewed through a rope and destroyed this whole feeder. Had to get 2 new buckets, and most of the parts are replaceable, fortunately. The biggest difference now is I got a chain. Now if a coon can chew through this, I give up. I don't know what else to do. What you're going to want to do is have a means to fill your feeder. I took this off of my old unit just because it wasn't broken, and just you could buy this whole piece at Home Depot for less than $5. Mark your circle and cut it with a good pocket knife or whatever you want to use. My advice to you though is to cut on the inside of this line so that the PVC will fit snugly in there. Get some kind of plastic adhesive, and I use this PVC cement glue to put this together, and it'll seal all of this so water doesn't get into there. Next thing you want to do is stick some eyebolts onto the side of the top barrel so that it doesn't flip over when you put the corn in there. Basically these are either 4 or 5 inch eyebolts, 3/8 inch thick. I'm going to use these 2 points as my marking point of where to drill. You can almost see this line right here, and line your washer up just a bit underneath that so that you know on the inside it'll fit, and that'll be your marking point of where to drill. Now you have your eye, a bolt, a washer, then the same thing on the inside where you have the washer and the bolt. Alright, now you're going to repeat the same eye bolt unit closer to the lip of the barrel, and since this is where the handle was, I just use that as my marking point, generally right about there. There you go. You're going to lay these eye bolts up this way. Again, it's eye bolt, nut, washer, washer, nut. There you go. Same thing on both sides. You're going to attach your chain or rope in here and run it up through there, and that's what keeps the whole thing from flipping over. It's the same Moultrie motor because it's real simple to set up, and plus I got it on sale at Academy for $25. Drill a little hole on your bucket, get this thing mounted. Is take this and you can mark it like so and cut out the hole. Luckily I have this little guy which fits perfectly, and I'm just going to use it to use that center punch there to drill the hole out. Hole drilled, I'm going to drop this up on top here. So here is the feeder motor attached to the barrel. As I stated earlier, it's very snug against the lip there, which is really kind of cool. The only other advice I would give you, as you can see, I have actually put some adhesive on those bolts. The motor does vibrate and spin, so I'd want to keep those bolts on there to keep the motor from falling out. Slap your barrels together and make some marks at where you're going to drill your holes to zip strip this thing together. You're going to want a drill bit that's just a hair bigger than your zip strip itself, just because you don't want the plastic teeth that are right there to strip when you're pulling it through the bucket. I like to drill one bucket completely all the way around, and then bucket carefully on top of it, and then I'll just eye drill all the rest of them to make sure that it stays aligned. Just get the zip strip started. Don't start tightening down. Get them all the way through all the barrel like so, and then start working opposite ends. Work this one, then go on the opposite side and tighten that one, and then just keep on working opposite sides, and it'll eventually seal up. Here's what it looks like sealed up. All you gotta do is cut the end pieces off. Once you get them all tightened up, you'll be good to go. And here's the final result of my 10-gallon feeder. It'll roughly take 2 1/4 bag of corn. It's a photocell feeder, and what that means, it'll feed 30 minutes after sun up and 30 minutes before sunset. At that ratio, spinning for 3 seconds each, it'll last me 5 weeks.